As a former Supreme Court justice, what was your initial reaction when he was granted bail, $10,000?
Well, I served as a judge for 25 years, and the bulk of that was on the trial court, where I made hundreds, if not thousands, of bail decisions. And at bottom, these are very subjective decisions where the judge weighs the flight risk, the severity of the charge, and other innumerable factors. At bottom, it is a subjective decision. My sense here is that the information before the judge was sufficient to at least justify an adjournment for the prosecutor to gather more information concerning the Mexican request for extradition. And certainly I think on the basis of credible information and belief, that information was presented to the court. In the end, the judge decided that $5,000 bail was sufficient for the nature of the charge and some of his assets that led him to conclude that Mr. Nanes, also known as Mr. Baines, was not a flight risk. I think people will be debating for many months on end whether that was a good call. I think it was a subjective call. That is, the court took in the various factors, and maybe other judges would have called it a different way. Two things that I would have done, I think, if I were on the bench, would have granted a stay of execution on the order to allow the prosecution to appeal that. And I think a higher bail certainly would have been warranted with greater sureties.